I laugh because I know now that if I record for 20-30 minutes, I know only like 5 minutes of that is worth it, which is fine because I think I would rather be interesting than disengaging, and that way I can just, okay, like I've said this a lot of times, so this is irrelevant and I just take it out. That's one of the things that I've learned. I've also learned that it's so easy for me to, I think I'm getting a little bit more familiar with the software that I'm using right now. I'm using CapCut to edit my videos, and I think that has gone really well, and I'm getting the hang of it. I tend to speed up the speed so that I can like listen to it quickly versus, again, I have said that I've used Canva, and Canva, it just takes a little bit longer and you don't have that speed function. So CapCut has been so good. I'm more curious to see if you think CapCut is worth it. So yeah, I've gotten some few comments on my last monetization video, which is so cool because I think people have been really encouraging and have been like, keep going, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can. And so I think that has been really helpful, and I have made some progress in terms of views, and which we'll get into in the analytics. Aside from that, I think things that I'm still struggling with are just recording in general. I think that I need to be patient with. I'm also not going to dwell on it so much because I feel like even though I want to be perfect and even though I want it to be the best thing ever, I know I'm at a stage where it's not going to be the best thing ever, and that's okay. Right now, I just want to focus on bringing value to people and bringing information, and knowing that my videos will get better and better is definitely a really good motivator. And also, I think another thing that I'm realizing is I have to commit. Like, I have to, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it regardless of X, Y, and Z. So moving forward, just making sure that if I am saying I'm gonna do something, that I stick to my word and that I commit to what I said I'm gonna do, which is what. So not only am I going to improve with the repetitions, but I also just want to make sure that I'm showing up for myself and knowing that this is, again, a marathon and not a sprint. It's going to be ultimately what will help. And foundation right now, what I really want to get down on, because I think once I have my foundation and once I feel comfortable even just posting, I think then I can start adding a little bit more and a little bit more and kind of start building brick by brick. And patience is key. So those two things that I'm honestly just trying to remind myself to not get myself so worked up on. I don't want to work myself to the point where I'm not consistent. I think if anything of what I've learned about just like personal development and self-development is you can't overcommit yourself and you can't expect greatness out of a month. Like, realistically, it's not going to work. And so I think knowing that is what's helping me keep consistent, is knowing that this is a very slow progress, and this is getting more and more comfortable with the camera, and then maybe eventually adding B-roll, and then eventually adding all these other things. And right now I'm at a point where I just need to post and I just need to get my repetitions in. I need to be committed to myself and committed to what I said I'm gonna do, and just give myself the time to be bad and give myself the time to continue and get better and better. And honestly, this is more like a pep talk to myself because I'm my own motivator. But no, so we're just gonna jump into my analytics back on the YouTube studio, and we're gonna go ahead and start through the analytics of the channel. So as you all see here, I've gotten 4 subscribers in the last 28 days, which is so exciting. 1 month in and 4 people are watching. I've also gotten 102 views, which has been honestly so just unreal, like so unreal to me. 1.2 watch time hours, which is okay. Again, I do like seeing these numbers. I think these are really helpful, but I also feel like I mentioned previously, I think it's more about the reps and making sure that I'm getting more getting more practice in. So yes, I do. I'm really excited, but at the end of the day, it's for me, it's getting better and better, and I know that I can get better and better over a long period of time. So aside from that, my analytics in general have gone pretty much up since the last video I made. I've got a really big bump on the last monetization video, which is really cool. I have had 102 views in the last 28 days, and that is from June 3rd, 2024 to today, which is, or from yesterday, which is June 30th, 2024. So we are slowly but surely, again, not necessarily on the views, but things are slightly improving, and I am really excited to see kind of how this grows, and also just getting better at producing content, getting better at scripting, telling a story, and those are skills that I think are going to be so beneficial. So another thing that I want to ensure that I get better at is my audio quality, and ensuring that my audio is being recorded correctly and that it sounds good, because sometimes I think it sounds good, but then when I listen to it on YouTube, it doesn't sound as clear as I want it. And so audio quality is definitely another thing that I'm going to improve this week, which is why I think doing this is really keeping me accountable and making me show up. And I'm learning as I go, and that's really exciting too. So I appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye.